and today we will be reviewing Michael Bay's Ambulance.
I'm sorry, brother. Sorry that I brought you into this. I just wanted things to be the way they used to be. That's my brother, Will.
I could use some help.
My wife needs this surgery.
This is real life.
How's that right? You put your life down on the line for this country? You leave your family, your home? How much do you need?
231.
How about more? 32 million. I need an extra man.
I came to you for a loan.
Look, have I ever gotten you anything that I couldn't get you out of? It's time for you to do something for your family. What can I do you for, officer? We're just doing a transfer in the back. I'll lay you in 20 minutes.
If I could just get it done real quick, because I'm on the clock. Promise not to rob the place.
Seriously, because that would be bad for my job.
I promise.
All right, okay. All right,
Okay,
come on.
all right.
Okay.
Let's go, D.
You are all gonna have the greatest story to tell at dinner tonight. Get out! Don't shoot a car! Go!
Lock everything down. Nothing gets out.
All the leaves are brown.
Stop! Get out!
Synopsis.
Go for it.
Needing money to cover his wife's medical bills, a decorated veteran teams up with his adoptive brother to steal $32 million from a Los Angeles bank. However, when their getaway goes spectacularly wrong, the desperate thieves hijack an ambulance that's carrying a severely wounded cop and an EMT worker. Caught in a high-speed chase, the two siblings must figure out a way to outrun the law while keeping their hostages alive.
Well, first of all, they got that wrong. Because the decorated veteran was the one who was adoptive, not the white one.
Yeah, that's why it says adoptive, not adopted.
Oh, okay. So, Jake Gyllenhaal, Yahya
Abdul.
Mateen III.
I think it's the second.
The second.
She's only got two thingy bobbies. Yeah.
Yahya, if you're going to have a third child, call it the third.
Yahya Abdul Mateen the second.
And
Eliza Gonzalez.
who I've seen in quite a lot.
Me too. I thought she was a pretty decent younger Megan Fox.
Funny that, because Michael Bay started Megan Fox's career with
Yep.
Transformers. He always goes with more Latino actresses.
I just want to say before
All
anything
of
else,
Hugh.
she is so fucking beautiful.
And this hasn't got the usual Michael Bay
Let's see tits and boobs.
sexual
Yeah.
angle camera, what is it, almost exploitative side of things.
But like the more covered in blood and dirt she gets, like the more beautiful she
More
becomes.
height to their beauty is.
Yeah, she's just, there's just something about her, man. She's got a sex appeal there, but not like.
It doesn't have the wandering eye that
Not Megan
usually
Fox sex appeal.
Not that like Michael Bay is notorious and criticised for. So first of all, I love Michael Bay. He never pretends to be a filmmaker. He's not. He doesn't think that he's highfalutin. It's about entertainment. It's about escapism. It's about making the most out of that sound system. It's about, he's a guy who has all the niche tools that haven't really been used in Hollywood yet. And you know what? He plays with them. Sometimes he overplays with them. All the leaves. But he uses them to his advantage to elevate the action. I don't think anyone films action like Michael Bay. The spectacle, the grandiosity of it, the bombast, also the practicality. In a movie where everything is just done after the fact now, to have a movie this tactile where these cameras, I was heard that rumoured like 30 to 50 forms of cameras were destroyed just in the performance of trying to catch us, and he uses it. He uses that footage. He's like, they destroyed the camera. Yeah, let's just keep the footage. Cars spinning, slamming into it. These drone shots that are swiveling on that axis, changing the ratio. Oh man, it's so disorientating and sick-inducing. If you were watching this on 4DX, you would have
Just about to say that. I was just about to say that you would need some serious numbers of sick bags for 4DX
Everyone would
version.
be walking past going, what?
It was like a roller coaster, but yeah, I couldn't imagine wanting to go see that in 4DX, but I kind of felt like this needed to be, not that it was the right film for it, but because of the cinematography, it needed to be like a 3D film. So you could really be in that like spinny
trust me,
shit.
I've seen a 3D Michael Bay movie, and that was the third Transformers. The fourth one, not so much. It was like, because of his quick cutting and because of the veracity of the whole edit and cut, it was a vertigo. Like,
Well, I was feeling sick in normal fucking 2D, so.
Who did the film score whilst we're here? Because I really like the film score. Lonnie Wolf. He's quite well known. He did the score for his Dark Materials and a lot of the Mission Impossible films, the later ones. Pietro Scalia for the editing. Cinematography by Roberto De Angelis. I mean, well done to a cinematographer. So what did you like about it?
I did like the cinematography. I think for the first time, I could truly sit there and go, I know what cinematography means. How long have we been doing Articulate Warbling? Oh wait, like 2.5 years.
People go, what, for a Michael Bay movie? Yes.
Yeah. This is the first time that I've truly gone, I can genuinely come out and go, I liked the cinematography. I loved the cinematography. So there's that. That is high ranking. I think, I said during the film and I said afterwards, that was the best Fast and Furious film I've seen in a long while. Because that is what Fast 9 was missing. All of that, basically.
It wasn't fun. It was just a dirge of CGI.
Exactly. So, I loved it. I loved the tension. I do love high speed anything.
Edge of sea, but like against the clock thrillers,
yeah, absolutely. And
throw in some really inappropriate humour, which Bay is like, a god at.
it's so weird because it's the first time I've ever truly laughed out loud as much as I did with such a cackle and realised that everybody else is probably sitting there going, how dare you laugh at something like that? That's disgusting. I just loved it. I loved every minute. I did not feel that I was sat there for 2 hours and 5 minutes.
No, I didn't feel like that. Jake Gyllenhaal's performance is so fucking manic-eyed, and there's that simmering unpredictability that they throw like a lot of shade about the character's dad's like psychopathy, like how mental he is, and you can always feel that coming up. And it's like Jake Gyllenhaal's character is like, I need to live up to that. But I'm better, I'm softer, but I need to live up to that. It was so intense, and I really like Yahya because every film you see him in, there's different levels to his performances. He can encapsulate whether it's the stoicism of Morpheus, like the philosopher, but who's also an action hero, or Candyman, like a possessed, haunted. Every time you see Yahya, he's doing something different.
Yeah.
He's always inhabiting these different characters, and though he has that solid form, also world's biggest dick. If you've watched the Watchmen TV series, he has a huge willy. So he's in the form of like the perfect package of a man. He's good looking, he's charming, he's got that sculpted body. But usually you'd cast someone like Yahya for that alone. That's what makes a star. Well, actually, he's got the credibility, he's got the credentials, he actually can add in the layers. His companionship, his brotherhood with Gyllenhaal is real. There's a real good chemistry, and that is actually also infused through the humour in these high-stakes situations. In the middle of a high-speed car chase and someone's having like a cop in the back of the ambulance being seen to, they're listening to music, just singing together. And then you're in their world where they're all happy and it's elevated, and then it cuts to her in the background just listening to them ruining this like 80s golden hit. And she's like, guys, you guys are mental.
Yeah.
Look, the script and narrative is simplistic, But the performances, it's, you know, the actors behind it elevate it.
You don't need anything complicated here, and I started to sort of, I was starting to try and deep delve as things were starting to slow down towards the end, and I thought, this storyline is actually really kind of shit, but because of the tension that's created, the cinematography, the acting, you actually realise how little a storyline is required in a film like this.
Yeah. It's taking the bare minimum and you're elevating it through how you cut it, the score, how you film it, the bombacity. I don't know if you realise this, but Michael Bay, each shot, depending on the mood and tone, he doesn't like shots, especially in action or in execution, to be longer than 3 seconds or 5 seconds.
It's very choppy. Yeah.
But that just it folds you into the world. But what he's doing with these long swooping takes with the cameras, and they're obviously drone shots, high tech drone shots, spinning it on its axis, doing shit with the camera that you haven't seen in action. Michael Bay has always wanted to put you in the eye of the storm as a director.
Yeah.
But with the cameras he's used in his career, they're huge. They're like trucks.
Yeah. So
it's always difficult to get you in the action. But now, due to the advances in drone technology, he's like, I can get this action this close to like a head's width to a hair's breadth of a car hitting another car, a vehicle swooping, and half the time, when these drones are trying to, navigate themselves away from the carnage, they get hit. But he doesn't cut away from it. He's like, fuck it, they just keep that in. They're like, are you sure? Anyone else would be like, well, we don't want to see that because it pulls you out of the movie. It doesn't. No. You're just more enfolded into the...
Yeah, you feel like you're there. That's what I said about the 3D.
I loved it. I think it's a strong 4-star film. I would not say it's 5 stars.
No, I agree.
It's a song full my fucking foot. You think I'm getting aphasia like poor Bruce Willis? 4 stars. I recommend you see it. Sadly, hardly any showtimes, especially in our area. Also, America don't get it till the 10th of April.
Oh, what a shame.
See it, guys. See it. Ambulance, 4 stars. It's a definite recommendation. Also, don't go in going, Michael Bay. And I want to make this a thing. You need to distinguish. If you consider yourself a cinephile, like me, I love all forms of cinema, people always then put on airs of elitism, of, oh, that's below me. It's okay to like escapism and these movies, whilst also appreciating a Jodorowsky, David Lynch, a Ben Wheatley.
I'm going to say one thing to all of the cinephiles.
Too close to paedophiles sometimes.
I know. I'm going to say one thing to all the cinephiles out there. Take a leaf out of my book and just go and see a film.
That's more your mum's leaf.
Think about who the director is. This was something I said in the first Articulate Warbling podcast we ever did, and it's something that I stick with today. Don't go in thinking about who the director is.
Unless you like to pick apart movies.
Feel the movie as it is, then pick it apart afterwards as to what you felt about the directing, because people can let you down and they can impress you. Go in without any preconceived ideas, forget who the director is, think about it afterwards.
Do you like Michael Bay as director from coming off of this?
Yes, I do.
I think you should give the Transformers films a go. I think you'll really
I've
enjoy them.
seen one of them. It's the Transformer thing that's the issue, not the film. I'm like, yeah, okay, boring now. But anyway, just go in with an open mind, man. Don't think about who directed it until afterwards.
Okay.
Then be like, oh, Michael Bay impressed me, or oh no, I still don't like it, and
it's cool. It's okay to dislike him.
Yeah, and that's fine. But don't go in with the director in mind. Go in with the film, feel the film, then make your decision.
So that is an Articulate Warbling recommendation.
That it is.
Remember to like,
share,
and subscribe. And we're back, baby.
That's we are.